Message at this groundbreaking ceremony of the Abuja Division of the Court of Appeal. I am delighted because of the opportunity to do this while the gentleman that we have as Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Wike, and with all due respect, is my member. And an illustrious member of the Nigerian Bar Association at that. Also a bencher. And for those of you who know who the body of benchers is, the body of benchers is that body that collects or has collected persons of remarkable distinction in the legal profession. The Honorable Minister is a life bencher. That is to say, until death do them part, he remains a member of that body. And of course, supported by our amiable Minister of State, who from all indications has been very supportive of the minister. And I want to say congratulations to your leadership. Let me take the liberty here as the president of the Nigerian Bar Association to say and announce to the world that the Nigerian Bar Association is proud of Wike. My Lord, the chair of the Legal Practitioners Privileges Committee, my tongue was going to describe the Honorable Minister as Wike, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. But perhaps that is an application that I'm making today for His Lordship to consider, but not without satisfying the requirement. So we wish to begin to see Wike in court so that he would also satisfy the requirements and he will add that to his feather. But my Lord, this event is very, very remarkable. In the history of this country, not only the history of the courts. The Federal Capital Territory was established in 1976. The same year that the Court of Appeal of Nigeria was established. Before Barrister Wike, we've had 16 ministers that served in the Federal Capital Territory from 1976. It is only when we now have a lawyer, a member of the Nigerian Bar Association, steer the affairs of this ministry that we are having a ceremony such as this. This is not a coincidence. It is because only the lawyers have this to give, because Nemodat code non habet. You cannot give what you do not have. And with due respect to those who had served as ministers previously and the previous administrations, if they had had justice in focus, if they had given attention to that which is responsible for our existence as a nation, which is justice, this would have happened a long time ago. But like I said, you can only give what you have. You can only do as much as what you know. So I would want to declare with all humility and with all sense of responsibility, and I apologize to the previous ministers, that it is only today that we have found 48 years after the creation of the FCT, 48 years, that we have found someone who has justice in him, and this is simply an expression of the justice that he has inside of him. And we also have someone who knows about justice and the implication of justice, that it is an important component of the existence of this country. And that is why we are having this administration bring us together for this groundbreaking ceremony. But you know, the Honorable Minister is enjoying an enablement from the administration that we have today as a nation, the administration of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. It is very clear that the duo have a clear understanding of the importance of justice to the existence of every nation. We have just, by the special grace of God, seen the passage of the bill for the review of the salaries and allowance, upward review of the salaries and allowances of judicial officers in this country, which was last done in 2007. The last time that any of the judicial officers seated here, and with due respect, including the Honorable the Chief Justice of Nigeria, received any upward review of his salary was in 2007. Needless to say that we've had several regimes or several administrations since then, before now. But it took this administration, by the special grace of God, to consider favorably 300% upward review. If you know nothing about justice, you will not give attention to this. And if you don't have justice in you, you will not also do this. And that is why I must thank the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for having a heart for justice. And that is why also we must be thankful to him for not also only giving us a minister who is a lawyer, but one who understands the essence of justice, but also carefully choosing the Honorable Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, who understands the subject of justice. And permit me to say, if he ever paid house rent before, he used the practice of justice to do so. So he understands it so well. And he has helped in driving all the processes of this administration with respect to the administration of justice. And that is why for the first time ever, we would see a justice reform summit that was held under this administration. There are too many things to mention that this administration has done. And that is because, like I said, we understand the place of justice. And I want to say, sir, congratulations on this administration. Thank you for your heart for justice. The building of infrastructure is a complement of the dispensation of justice to the people. And I am from Kebbi, and I like to say what Usman Danfodio said about justice. He said, a people can exist without religion, but they cannot exist without justice. So in the heart of our existence is the presence of justice. And that is why the entire country must thank you. And by the way, this is not where you started. You have a track record of doing this, and we appreciate you. I'm glad that this is happening at a time when I'm privileged to be the president of the Nigerian Bar Association. And for emphasis, your president, sir. and for my lords and the justices of this court for whom this is done, you being the ones that occupy this space at this time, and for many others who would come and occupy this space, I want to encourage you. We have done a lot to discourage you. We have maligned you. We have intimidated you. We've done all sorts of things, castigated you in the public for no reason at all. We use one same brush to paint all of you. Are we saying that we do not have challenges? No. But it is absolutely wrong to use one same brush and treat all our judges. If you look at the record, how many of the judges and justices do we have in this country that have been found wanting? Take the proportion, take the percentage. And I had cause to apologize to the judiciary at some point as one who is privileged to be the head of the bar. And I don't mind doing it again. We apologize for so many other times, so many times that we have said things that were not true about your lordships, that we've castigated your lordships. And to say to your lordships that I had cause to describe your lordships as eagles, because that is who you are. And for your lordships to continue to remain focused in the dispensation of justice to the people, for us to exist as one nation, indivisible nation, your lordships must continue to be focused. And the way to be focused is not to mind the crows. Those crows are those little birds that perch on the back of eagle. The eagle does not mind them. All it does is that with its focus and purposefulness, it soars to an altitude. They get choked and suffocated. They get choked and they are suffocated, they fall off, and the eagle continues to do its own job. That is who you are. That is who you must continue to be, your lordships, for you to continue to perform that constitutional responsibility that you have come to do. Remember, we thank you, sir, for what you have done. It will be a great pleasure when this is completed to come here, take a bow before their lordships, and conduct a matter, settle disputes for the betterment of this nation. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak at this meeting. I congratulate you, congratulate the judiciary and the people of this country, because this is actually done for the purpose of dispensation of justice, which is the essence of our existence.